his and it greatly improved it. And so I went around and felt.
I knocked that camera off the table the other day onto the floor, and fortunately there was a mat there.
We're live.
Really sharp?
We're live. Hey, we're live.
We're live.
Ready? Hi, folks. Welcome to the second half of our Friday Night Live. This is Thursday, so we're Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're day 4 into our 19th Purple Heart Project class. Fifth for the year 2022. Guys have spent most of today dimensioning lumber and cutting half blinds and through dovetails. I'm going to take you around, let you see. Got lots of stuff to talk to you about tonight. Want to introduce my... Am I able to? You busted now. This is Greg.
Greg.
Greg, tip your hat.
So here's the best part.
No, because you got shadow over your eyes. That's better.
There you go. So he was in my very first class, which was in 2016 November in Niagara Falls. He's the first one that's come back to be my assistant in this class. So it's awesome to have him.
Well, it's mediocre to have him.
It's awesome to have him.
Awesome.
He's actually a professional woodworker and photographer, so that made it even better. So I'll give you a couple of little tidbits here. We are giving away a lot of prizes tonight because we've had donations come in. A total of, we're sitting at 14,000 right now. So 14,000 means we're going to give away 14 really nice prizes that'll come from either from Kevin Burris, from Bob Abbott, from Jeff O'Connor, from Kim O'Connor, and from Danny Bell. If Danny Bell, he's watching, Danny Bell.
He is.
I need to find out from you that you have something for me. This is our main fundraiser to help us finance the Purple Heart Project. In case you don't know what it is, you're tuning in for the first time. We do these 6 times a year. We're going to move that up to 7 times a year. Big Yahoo! Canada dropped all their restrictions as of September 30th, which means if you've been waiting to come to our class and you weren't able to, now you can. We've got lots of vets that would have been here in 2020 and 2021 that couldn't come, that now floodgates are open. So we're going to try to accommodate you by having extra classes next year. Yeah, I knew Danny was on. He told me he was going to. Brother. Danny Bell's been my assistant here for 3 times, and it was absolutely fantastic. He knows all about that. So what we do here is we answer questions for you on whatever the topic is. Tonight we're more or less just going to introduce you and tell you what we've been doing. But every time we do the class, we bring in 7 combat wounded vets from anywhere in the world. We've had them from Ireland, we've had them from Denmark, we've had them from Australia, Canada, and the United States. If you are a combat wounded vet, the only stipulation is you need to either be active duty or have been honorably discharged. You must have sustained wounds, whether they be mental wounds or physical wounds, in a combat zone. You just merely have to apply. You go to our website, RobCosman.com, on the top left-hand corner, the other left. And in the drop-down menu, Luther has all the details in there. You can find out the application is in there. It's all done online. Super Dave Benson, who is a combat wounded vet from our second or third class, works with us now. He takes care of half of the classes, and retired Colonel Luther Sheely takes care of the other half. Luther would normally have been here, but family situations, he's at home in Seattle watching, I hope. Anyway, so it's an expensive venture because air fights have gone up, so we cover their airfare, their hotel, their meals. We have them on bread and water for 6 days. You're hearing from them. We send every vet home with $4,000 worth of premium tools, same stuff that you see in my tool cabinet. And thanks to the Bench Brigade, Jack Lane down in Texas, we have the well-known Chris Chahusky back here, who has worked with Jack in helping to get those benches delivered. And in the way back, we have Jeff Church. And you remember me talking about, we had a vet from Hawaii, Maui, named Zach, and we had to get a bench to him. And I'll let Jeff tell you the story about how he arranged to get that bench all the way over to there. So because of the Bench Brigade, every one of these guys gets a bench delivered to their home. so they can continue to do this. And because of the bench brigade members, and there are hundreds of them, they are volunteers who procure the materials, build the bench to our spec, and then through Jack arranging it, it gets delivered, hopefully personally by them. There's been some awesome stories, and you can check it out on the Facebook page, which is, it's your cue, Jake. What is it?
Frick, that's your cue. Go.
Frick, what's the Facebook page where they can go and see the stories?
It's under Rob Cosman's PHP Bench Brigade.
He said it.
Can you do that? Can you put that link in there?
Sure. Yep.
What did he say?
Yes.
Rob Cosman's PHP Bench Brigade. Can you correct me if I'm wrong, please? Or just verify that for me,
I'll
if you
put
would.
it in.
Anyway, so we figured it cost us about $50,000 each class we put on. So if you want to be a part of that, by all means. If you feel like you need to say thank you to these men and women that have sacrificed, in some cases, made the ultimate sacrifice, we make it available to you. You can go on there. There's no fees taken out of it, which is great. And none of us take a salary from this. All this money actually goes to taking care of these guys while they're here. Over here, on this young man sitting on the couch. No, you don't. Just relax. Bruce McLeod, also known as Moose, has been a big supporter. As you can see, if he just pulls his jacket back a little bit, Purple Heart Project. He's the purveyor. Purveyor? Is that the right word? Of the Dead Cat sweater. There'll be some prizes tonight involving that. Behind him is Ken Anthony. Ken manages the shop. Ken's here with us almost every time we film. And over here is Chris Davenport. Chris is the engineer that's responsible for our success and future product, which you'll need to stay tuned to see. And then, what's your name, young man? That's Bentley, my oldest grandson, and this is Chloe. She's going to be the CEO of the RC Woodworking at some point. What's CEO stand for, hon?
Not what you think it stands for.
Chloe's my youngest. So we're going to take a little walk around. Guys have been busy. It's been a really good class. These guys came together the first day, which is awesome because when you're in a warm, comfortable environment, you can learn. And as a result of that, the camaraderie has been second to none. Probably the best, I can't say the best, but one of the best classes in terms of how these guys have gelled. So, anybody feel like chatting it up? Look at all the hands go up. Yeah, okay, one at a time. Come on. Jordan? Well, let's go over and check out Jordan. He's out here in the front. I told Jordan on the first day that he was going to have to be the best dovetailer. So he just happened to do one. Did you? Get a microphone. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Because otherwise they won't be able to hear you. So.
Oh, okay.
So this is the. Which one did you just bring me?
That one.
This one. All right. So let's have Jake get in really close. First of all, how many have you cut? When is the first time you cut dovetails?
This week.
Here. So here in the class. You'd never done it before. 2 days ago. Okay. So check that out. He's got a stack of them. There's a pretty decent half blind, and that's not easy if you've cut them before. Now, what would you like to tell them? The mic is yours. Is your family watching?
I think some of them are. Well, I guess the main thing is thanks everybody for giving y'all's donations so you make this possible for myself and the other guys to be here. It's very, I explained how important it is to have something to...
Pardon me. I can see you.
To have something to go to get your mind, or get you out of your head. And this has been doing it for me all week. Hence me leaving, lunch and dinner early. I come back here so I don't think about anything.
It's just bread and water.
Other than what we're doing. So I appreciate everybody, especially Rob Cosman, his family, and for putting this stuff on. So, and not to mention all the stuff that I'm learning that I'm gonna be able to bring home and continue on and hopefully work with my two sons. I know they're excited to learn some stuff. So,
Army, Navy, Air Force.
Army.
How many years?
I did almost 5.5 in the infantry. Yeah. So,
What did you retire as?
sergeant, yeah, E5.
Where are you from?
Originally from San Antonio. I live in Pennsylvania now, in Lock Haven. I have a fiance. She has 2 daughters, Madison and Elizabeth. I have 2 boys, Austin and Brody, and the rest of my family is all still in Texas.
You saying hello to all those people that you just mentioned?
Yeah, hey, what's going on? I know my fiance is watching, so I love you. I'll see you. So we can go to the Poconos next week, I guess, for work. So, all right.
Now, last thing. I want you to talk to the vet that's sitting at home thinking, I don't deserve this, you know how it goes.
Yeah,
Convince them.
so for those people that, those vets that don't think that they deserve it, if there's programs like this, it's not that you don't deserve it. You do deserve it, and to get out of your head and to get out of your whatever hole that you put your, gotten into, or funk that you've been in, and to finally find some happiness if you can't find it. This is a great way. I mean, I just completed that last dovetail, and yeah, I mean, it's very rewarding.
Still riding that high?
Yeah. I just came over just to polish my tools and stuff. So I was like, in the day on a good one. But yeah, fill out the application. It can't hurt. What's the worst that can happen? So, but you most likely will probably be up here. So, but yeah.
Thank you, Jordan.
Yep.
You'll notice that everybody's wearing the same hat. You guys all shop at the same store or what? So that's a good place to shop. We had a very generous donation. Did he say we could use his name?
I don't know.
I don't know. He's from Seattle. He was in our last class. And the other day he emailed and said he'd like to buy everybody a hat. So all the guys in here have a hat on. A big thank you. Appreciate it.
Some of them even have them on straight.
All right, who else is eager? Anybody and everybody? Yeah, Mike?
Good.
All right, Mike. You're not camera shy.
No.
Hold it probably right about there. Tell them anything you want to tell them. By the way, Mike's our only active duty.
No, I want to echo what Jordan said. This class means a lot to a lot of us. It really helps us in a lot of ways. Get relief. I've already done woodworking as a hobby, and it was my therapy, my way to get away and do something I enjoy. And this class has taught us more ways of doing that. Using power tools is one thing, but getting to use the hand tools, the traditional methods, it really helps you connect and understand what you're doing more. So that's really special. And, again, want to say thank you to all the people that have sponsored this and helped put this on, because really without the sponsorship, without the support, this wouldn't be able to happen. And so really want to thank you and your family and all the sponsors out there. This is an amazing program. From day one, stepping in here to now, I think I've gained about 15 pounds from the food.
The bread and water.
The bread and water. The bread and water. Yeah. But the skill set.
Speaking of which, bring one over. Let me ask you a couple of questions. How many have you cut prior to coming?
0.
0? Okay. How many is this?
That was number 3.
This is the third dovetail he's ever cut. Okay. Greg? Grade that?
It's pretty good.
Army?
Well, that's because I'm in the Army and he was Navy. He's just jealous.
It's excellent.
It is. But I'd like to give a shout out to my wife and my parents for supporting me through all the years of being in the military. For my wife, for now she has to deal with all the physical limitations I face. She's been a really good sport with all that. And I'm supposed to do a shout out to the Florida Woodworkers page on Facebook.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I posted about this on there, and one of the guys asked me to do a shout out for the page. So,
All right. What is it? What's the actual, how do they find it?
Florida Woodworkers.
Florida Woodworkers.
Yep. So I'm gonna post on that group too, and see if we can get some more people to join the bench brigade.
And I'm gonna announce who the benches, who's building what benches tonight as well.
Can I say something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot that my dad's watching, so I gotta say hi, Dad, and my two boys, Austin and Brody. So I love y'all. See y'all soon.
All right. As we stroll down memory lane, Tim's got to give a big shout out to his buddy and my buddy, who would be.
Hey, Jeff O'Connor, if you're watching.
He's watching.
Jeff rode me a long time to apply for this. I really appreciate it. You told me all about it, but didn't come close to what it's really like. This is an amazing class, amazing instruction by Rob and Jake and Greg and the others. An amazing staff supporting all this. And yes, the food is amazing. Beautiful ladies back there cooking have fattened all of us up. I have learned a tremendous amount in just a few days. Never did any type of handwork like this, mostly power tools and turning. And it's just been a phenomenal class. I really appreciate Rob and everybody doing what they've done. And for all the people out there that provide the monetary donations to make this happen, we really appreciate it. And for those of you that are on the fence, don't be. This is important in your lives. And it makes all the difference. So thank you very much.
Can you mention anything about your service? How many years?
32 years, Navy EOD.
A lot of EOD guys.
Yeah, we've had, I guess I'm the fifth one to go through here, Navy EOD.
I think you might be more than 5. Austin
Oh, we had,
and Jeff
oh, that's right, Austin,
and
Mark and Pete.
Mark
Pete,
and Pete
Dave.
and David last
And Dave.
and
Abby.
Ebby. Well, Ebby's Air Force, isn't he?
Yeah.
Air Force EOD. Do you guys count EOD? You're not like these
Air
guys.
Force, no.
No. But we also, from Connecticut in our second class.
Oh yeah. Dennis.
Dennis
Cologne.
Cologne. Right.
And we're gonna have
We've
a
had
lot
a lot
more
of
coming. We're already convincing them to be here. Rob, thank you very much.
Just one word to your comrades from the Vietnam era and getting them here.
Absolutely. You guys are looking for programs, something to do. All of you are retired. You're hurting. You've got, I know a lot of people think there's no programs out there. This is one of the most amazing, it is the most amazing program I've ever been privy to. It's life-changing. You take away lifelong skills and you make lifelong friends. One of the biggest parts is the camaraderie that comes with being here with all the veterans and even the civilians that are here. They've just been an integral part of all of this. And of course, we got to meet Dave. But thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right. Where are we headed?
David?
David. I'm going to interpret, okay? It's okay?
Well, I certainly appreciate that.
Do you mind holding this?
They've been making fun of me.
So wait a minute. Before you start, I have to introduce you.
Okay.
So Danny Bell's on.
Danny, thank you.
And this is Danny's neighbor. So you guys all know, Danny is famous in these parts. Between Danny and Jeff and Kevin, they do so much to get other vets here. So how far away do you live from Danny?
75 yards, 100?
Okay, that's pretty close.
Yeah, along the shore.
I'll let you go.
Yeah. I met Danny Bell probably a month and a half ago, and he explained to me about the program. And I've seen a lot of programs, and I reserve judgment. And I can honestly say that I had high expectations about the program coming into it, and I can tell you that the experience exceeded every expectation I had. And I heard someone say about the Vietnam veterans. I'm a Vietnam veteran, and there are a lot of you out there that, for a whole variety of reasons, would enjoy, and I don't want to say benefit, but benefit in a very positive sense, regardless of where you are. Any person that could attend this should, and you'll walk away being a better person, I guarantee it, or a different person than when you came here. It happens very quickly within a few days. And Rob is an extremely special individual. I look around, and this is not funded by any government project or anything else. This is all authentic appreciation and concern. So, thank you, Rob.
You're welcome. Thank you. And where's your dog?
Oh, he's resting.
He's resting. Okay.
He's resting.
We've had the pleasure of a Cocker Spaniel?
English cocker.
English Cocker Spaniel running around. Jeff? Jeff? Sure. Yeah, we have to introduce Jeff. So, tell them why you're famous.
My charming looks and personality.
What's the other reason?
Jack Lane and Rob contacted me probably about 2019, 2020 when I first started hearing about this to build a bench. I volunteered yes, but I was a UPS pilot at the time and retired. Just retired now. But I got a hold of my chief pilot and he said, let me see what I can do. And
Can you throw a name out there?
His name is Mike Osley. Mike Osley, he's still there. Great family friend that I've known, went to church together. His kids are the same age as mine. So we were family friends too. But he made it happen. He went up the chain at Louisville Freight, UPS Freight. So I built it, created it, took it to the airport. They put it on a 747 and took it to Maui. So flash forward about a year, I retired. And right before I retired, I had a layover in Honolulu. And I went and saw Zach and delivered it to him. Well, he already had it, but I got to spend 3 or 4 days with him. Great family, great guy, super guy there in Maui. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. So I can't say enough about this whole program. I'm a power tool guy. So that first time I were a power tool guy. So that first time you called me, I was actually buying Festool products in Alaska when we talked, and that was in, I believe, right about 2020. And I went home, signed up for the course. Of course, COVID happened. Didn't get to do it for a couple of years. I think I was supposed to do this 3 times. So this is the 3rd time. And it's fantastic. I can't say enough about all the help between Jake and you and Greg. It's just been awesome. And all the guys. I'm learning a ton.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Appreciate you being here.
We're going to do Ryan.
Where are we going?
Ryan?
Ryan?
Yep. Unless you want to go over here.
Oh, we'll go Ryan, and then we'll make our way back, forward.
So we got Ryan and John.
Ryan?
Yes,
Where's our
Rob.
camera? Here he comes. Tell me, let me see a duck. Hey, wait, see DuckTales over there.
You want to go check
Yeah.
the dovetails first?
Yeah, give me your best one.
It's going to be dovetail number 1.
Dovetail number 1?
Number
This one?
Yes.
How many did you cut prior to coming?
I had attempted to cut one on the porch one day. It didn't turn out too well.
On the porch?
After watching one of your shows, so this would be dovetail number 1.
Awesome. Well, who do you want to say hello to? What would you like to tell the folks?
First, I want to thank Rob and family for putting this program on.
You're most welcome.
It means a lot.
You deserve it, by the way.
Next, I'd like to thank everybody that just donates to help support and get us all out here. Then I'd like to thank my wife, my kids. I shared the story with you the other day. I'd like if you could say hi to
Kids have
Sylvia.
names?
Sylvia and Silas. They watch with me every Saturday.
Sylvia and Silas. I hope you're still watching.
They're going to be busy when we get back.
Yep, you got a lot of work to do.
What else?
Talk to your fellow vets.
Take the time and apply. You never know. It gives you something to do. I personally haven't thought about anything other than just woodworking since I've been here. Sleep got a little bit better last night, so
good.
Yeah, take the time and apply. It'll do a lot for you.
Army, Navy, what?
Army, 23 years.
23 years?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
What do you think of Greg?
I think Greg's been outstanding. He's already invited me to come up and visit him, so get some time in. Paying me not to come. But yeah, that would be it.
How's the food?
Food's been outstanding.
How good? How good is
How
good?
good?
What's been your favorite meal? Can you pull one out?
Favorite meal? I'm not a fish eater. I almost asked for the chicken the other night. Fish was delicious. Yeah. Probably one of my favorites since I've been here.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's good. She makes incredible. And she makes everything from scratch. That's the part. So he's talking about is Anita Doskus. And she's got help in there. She's got Megan, Jake's wife. She's got Kim, my wife. She has Teresa from next door. Teresa is the manager of the hardware store. She insists on coming over every morning early to help prepare breakfast. She's had, Gina's been out there helping. Paige, Anita's daughter's been there. Erica, oh yeah, Erica does desserts every night, speaking of which, we haven't had yet.
Have we gone through the list? We have to make sure we mention Frick last.
He's not here. And of course, Frick. Frick did the smash burgers for them tonight, and then they had smoked brisket. It was awesome. It really makes the woodworking fall way down the list when you start talking about the food. All right. Well, great. I'm glad to have you here.
Thank you, Rob.
I think it's an absolute honor to have you guys here, and I say that with all sincerity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gonna do.
This young man? Fellow Canadian?
Yeah, the only Canadian here.
John, we gotta stick together, brother.
Yeah,
We're a minority.
John
is from up the river.
An hour away. I live there.
Not quite an hour.
I was born and raised in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. There, spent 30 plus years in the military.
Yeah, there you go. How many years?
30 plus.
30 plus.
Total. Army, yeah. And I retired in Gagetown here.
What year did you retire?
2020.
2020.
Yeah. So, me and my wife retired on the same day.
Oh, I didn't know that she was Army as well.
Yeah. She wouldn't let me have that one day for myself after 30 years. But I'd like to thank Rob and his family.
How'd you get here?
I was talking to Blaze LePlante, and he told me what he just came from the program, and I started looking it up and researching it. And
Blaze was here. He was we only had one class in 2020. We were allowed to have, they opened us up for about 6 weeks, but the border was closed, so it had to be an all-Canadian class, and Blaze was in that class. He's still active duty.
Yes, he's still active duty.
The only other guy I know that has 10 kids.
Yeah, he's another busy man. Talked to him and start doing the research, I was into like a little woodworking, power tools, nothing. I was trying to build something I wanted to do with dovetail, and I had to go to do it with a jig because I didn't figure it out yet. But now, with a little more practice, I might be able to do it. You know? But I thank the support of all the people that donate. And for the people that come on course, that helps also, and especially to people in the kitchen are amazing. The food is amazing, you know. And so, but overall, I guess I'm glad to be here, learning a lot of skills. It's relaxing, frustrating, and relaxing, but good. It's something that I'm hoping to really get into with a lot more practice and.
Your bench, by the way, is coming from the Kodiak Woodworkers. Yeah, that's Jim Merzetti and the gang up there.
Appreciate the bench, and thank you to the Kodiak Wood Guild for building it.
Yeah, thanks for coming early. I'll give that to him. Thanks for coming early and helping me out. It was just you and I fixing this place up.
Me, you, and
who else was here?
Chloe. Yeah.
Chloe?
Yeah. That's Chloe's name.
Yeah,
Chloe.
Chloe was doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah. Chloe.
I just finished one.
Did you?
I did.
You want to show it?
Might not be my last one, but I did.
So Mike's here as one of our civilian students.
Hey, man.
So Mike, how many dovetails have you cut?
That's number 5 for regular dovetails, and there's a couple of half lines.
So, meaning you started when you were here in the class?
I did like 5 or 6 at home. I was trying to get ahead.
Okay.
None of them were any good. First one here came out pretty nice.
Yeah, it did indeed.
But wait.
Oh, and there's, how many half lines have you done?
That's my second one.
Second ever half line.
You don't want to see my first one. Actually, here you go.
We
practice.
So, yeah. So there's number 1. So in other words, you never cut a half line before you came?
Never.
Okay. I might add, these go together right from the saw, by the way. There's no test fit.
Yep.
That's remarkable.
No test fit, no pairing. It's the RobCosman method.
Now, tell them what you think of the class.
The class is awesome. It's all about learning to do woodworking on a very full stomach.
Yeah, it is.
The fellowship is amazing. These guys, these wounded warriors coming in here telling us their stories. It's pretty moving sometimes. A lot of these guys have been through a lot in service of their country, and I think that might be one of the best things. Certainly the woodworking instruction is great, the food's fabulous, and seeing your family running around here is awesome too. But being around these guys and hearing them talk about all the stuff they've been through, it's a big deal.
It's humbling.
Yeah, very much so.
Anyone you want to say hello to at home?
I don't know if they're there, but let's see. My best friend Paul, who wanted to come, he may come next summer.
Yeah.
And my wife, who's in St. John, working from the Airbnb while I'm here woodworking for 15 hours a day. And Mom might be watching. I don't know. Hi, Mom. I feel like I should be at a football game with my cardboard sign. Hi, Mom.
Yeah, you could be.
So you never can tell. Yeah.
Maybe you should say basketball game.
Maybe under the circumstances,
Yes.
I should say that. Yeah, and that's been awesome too. Watching Charles and David, man, you never seen two brothers. Such a good
chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
beautiful. Yep.
All right.
All right.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate you supporting us.
Thank you for teaching us.
You're welcome. Where are we headed?
Here.
Raise your hand. Don't be shy, because we want to talk to you. I think.
Hey, over
Charles,
here.
come on over here.
No. Yeah.
Do the brothers together?
The brothers. Not that tall.
So where do you?
Dad, go stand over there.
No, I don't want to stand there.
In between.
Ken's got something for me.
Come on. Come on, Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I need 4 of those.
You got to do the bench.
There you go.
I
There we
barely
go.
get to see
Just
you
don't
eye
get
to
the
eye.
feet. Keep away from the feet.
These guys have added a wonderful spirit to this class, I have to admit. And somebody said, we just heard about the chemistry of two brothers. And it reminds me of I have brothers. So it's great. I'm going to step out of here so that you guys can talk.
Everybody always says this is my older brother, but he's actually my younger brother, Charles, and I'm David. We both went to the Naval Academy, and my father was in the Navy. My grandfather was in the Army, so we grew up around the military, and obviously sitting around waiting for my dad to come home from tourists overseas. We understand what families go through in the military.
Then you were in the military.
And then I was in the military. I joined the Navy at the Naval Academy, and my brother went to the Naval Academy as well and joined the Air Force. So we have a tremendous amount of respect, but being around these men in this time has been incredible. You gain a new level of respect, and hearing the sacrifices, just personally hearing the sacrifices that we make for our country. And I couldn't be more proud to spend this time with these guys. I mean, obviously the woodworking is fantastic. I'll never be Rob Cosman, but I've definitely learned a ton, and I'm like drinking through a fire hose over here. But it is a phenomenal week in every aspect you can think. The food's phenomenal. The workshop is a bright, exciting place to come to, and the fellowship is out of this world. So if you're sitting around and you're thinking you may want to come, you should come, because you will enjoy it, I guarantee you. It's exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely agree. I was privileged and honored to be invited by my brother. I'm a self-professed carpentry person. This is my first time ever woodworking. I want to tell you that Rob has been one of the best teachers I've ever had. He has me making dovetails. Okay, don't look too long.
Wait, hold on. The comparison dovetails. So
there we go.
We're actually working here. We're doing something.
We're doing something. That's right. And I do want to say that just spending time with these veterans has been, and although we also are veterans, it's given me a greater appreciation. I've spent 12 years in the United States military, and it's given me a greater appreciation for the wounded warriors, for the veterans that have experienced just tremendous trauma. And I'm just so grateful to be able to spend this time. I'm so honored to be here. I would advise, if you're able to come, please make that sacrifice to come. If you're not able to come, please support a veteran who would be able to come. Yeah. It is so worth the sacrifice. And again, just so glad to be here. Hope you're able to make it.
And I'll just say, if you guys want to donate tonight, the first $10,000 that comes in, I'll match it.
Oh, wow. Hey, you want to say hi to anybody at home? I know that's always a little
Definitely want to say hello to my wife, Yasmin, and she's probably asleep because she goes to sleep very early when I go out of town. And my daughter, who's 21 years old, Jada. Just want to give a shout out to her. God bless you.
My wonderful wife, Valerie. My two cats at home. I know I'm gonna catch all kinds of Leo and Diana. Miss you guys. And my three boys, Corey, David, and Justin. You guys, hope you're doing well.
Dad. Don't forget our dad.
Ambrose. We miss you.
over there. Thank you, gentlemen, and thank you for that generous offer. That's fantastic. Absolutely. Makes me feel taller. Well, okay. Where are we headed?
How about...
Where are we headed? Over to Chris.
Chris.
Oh, this is a famous guy. You're talked about every time we do the program. Thanks for the stool, Ken.
All right.
Chris,
what is there to say? Well, my story. I think like a lot of people, I found Rob on YouTube looking for someone that could teach me how to use a hand plane and a chisel. Then I wanted to sign up for the class. COVID put that on hold for a couple years. But in between time, Rob made a shout out to people willing to help just organize getting workbenches out. Jack Lane was assigned as the lead guy, and when he called me and asked if I'd help,
How did you know Jack?
Well, I think Jack and I both put our names in to be volunteers for the Workbench Brigade.
Okay.
And Jack begged and pleaded first. I would have begged and pleaded second, but he got the job. I'm not jealous, Jack. It's yours. But I'm really happy to have met Jack and had a chance to really work with him on getting workbenches out to guys.
Any idea how many we've put out?
Oh, overall, I don't know.
See, Jack, if you're
got a
on,
number?
just give us a number. I think it's over 40, and it may be close to 50.
Most of them get delivered by hand to somebody.
Yeah.
But when it doesn't get delivered by hand, then I help with the logistics to get the bench set up. And it's nothing like just dropping something off at your local UPS store or FedEx. You have to coordinate the exact time of it leaving, the exact time of it arriving, and if something happens, like someone's appendix bursts or something, which happened to one of the vets on the day that it was supposed to arrive, Sean, then everyone has to scramble and figure out how we're going to get the bench to them. But it's just such a privilege to get a chance to meet and talk to the guys and hear their stories, and this experience is just over the top. It's unimaginably amazing. But the more you hear them tell their stories about what they've done, what they've been through, what they've sacrificed, what they live with, it just makes every effort that you put into it seem so small compared to what they've already done for us. You know, I really think of what we do as almost reactive. Like, they stepped forward, they took the service, they stepped away from their families, stepped literally into the line of fire, and we try to help them as best we can, teach them skills, give them the tools and things that they need to really carry on and do the best that we can to help them out. It is amazing to be a part of it. Super glad to help. And actually, someone that I met, Dave Murphy is his name, has offered to donate $10,000 to the program. So,
Dave Murphy donated $10,000.
Oh, that's a blessing. Oh,
so
that's awesome.
thank you, Dave. Dave is actually donating this through his family foundation and wanted to make sure that it all went to the Purple Heart Project and help the vets as much as he could.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Jack said 92 benches by the end of this season.
Wow, 92 benches will have been delivered by the end of this season. Okay, and so there's somebody else that's been yelling to...
Oh, just to say.
Oh, here, we're just going to do a quick one. Somebody over here. Hello, mister. What would you like to say? This is Moose, little Moose.
No, Moose.
This is Jake and Megan's oldest and youngest. Named after the famous moose behind him. He's been here every day, crawls around, eats the shavings, and anything that gets within grasping distance.
Say hi. You can clap now, huh?
Okay, home movie time. All right, where are we headed? James? We can talk to James?
What questions do you have?
So James is, but
What can I help you with, Rob?
Yes, yeah, well, okay, James is unique. He is a veteran, but he came on his own. So I don't know the whole story behind that, but I'm going to let you tell him.
James Hickson from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Army?
Marine Corps.
Marine Corps.
So best of all these guys. Everybody
heard
just
that,
looked at
right?
me. First
Well,
time
don't hold
doing.
back.
Yeah, no worries. 2 years ago, I never touched a chisel, a plane, any sort of tool. So this is all new to me. It's pretty awesome. It's absolutely a great value for the money. I feel like it's months of training in just a few days. So, yep, those are my first ones.
Who else, who else do you want to say hello to?
My wife, Taylor, my two boys, Austin and Hunter in Charlotte, and our dogs.
So talk to vets that need to be here.
I can tell you from both. You know, I served 5 years in the Marines. Awesome experience. Being around these other guys who served much longer and been in more traumatic experiences than I. It's very moving just being here with everyone, getting to experience it. You feel like you're part of a brotherhood, just in this small room, and you get the camaraderie, the time you spend. The dinner time, you're sitting down together as a team and as a group and sharing stories. It's just a really awesome experience. It's fulfilling, and it's easy. It's just it's a nice time away. One of the best times I've ever been away for sure. Just a great experience.
Awesome. I'm glad you came.
Yeah, thank you.
Hand that one to him and shake my hand. Oh, like that.
Thank you.
Thank you. What did I want to say? Oh, how many do we have on tonight, Frick? Frick's gone.
326.
How many?
326.
Oh, that's a small audience tonight. Where are you pushing me to? You have to say. No? Anybody else that didn't get a chance to say hello that would like to? I'm counting on you to nod. Who do we need to say hello to in terms of vets that are on?
Casper.
Casper's on?
Yeah.
Wow.
Walter.
So Casper was in our last class, and he was our combat wounded vet from Denmark. Went home and's been at this like a dog on a bone. And he posted some of his recent work. He's been doing dovetail boxes and incredible. And I don't say incredible unless it's incredible. Incredible work. Keep it up. And great to hear from you. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Who?
Danny Bell.
Danny Bell. I talked to Danny Bell.
Kevin.
Kevin Burris. Kevin brother. Kevin Burris, Army EOD, 22 years. Had more than his share of explosions that went awry.
Oh, Ralph.
Glad he's still with us. Let me finish Kevin. So we're going to be giving away prizes tonight that are going to involve Kevin. Kevin does our laser engraving on on granite and or slate. So he's done numerous ones for us. So I'm going to show you some of them. And you said Ralph's on? Big Ralph? Ralph was in last class or class before?
Same classes.
As Casper?
Yeah.
Yeah, super guy, Ralph. Big guy, Ralph. Ralph, wonderful to see you. Who else?
Michael Delvoye.
Michael from... Oh, Mike, the Vietnam vet. Yeah, right. And Mike just got his bench, too. So we've had a good number of Vietnam vets, which I'm thrilled about, because these guys really deserve our thank you after the reception that they received. So Mike just got his bench delivered just recently. So if you go on that, was I correct, Ken, on the Facebook page that they can go to see the?
Yeah,
Frick posted it. Awesome. Okay, should be on there.
John Beck.
Who is John Beck?
Santa Claus.
Hey, John. Oh, Santa Claus. Whoa.
Well, I mean John Beck, who we called.
Yes, I know. Oh, John. But I need to talk about Santa Claus. So John Beck said right over there. Another sorry, John. I almost said World War II. Another Vietnam vet. John sat right here. What class? Was he in that one? Or this one?
He sat at one of these benches.
Yeah, well, I remember him when they sat. Anyway, John, great, wonderful. He's called Santa Claus. He looks like Santa Claus. Speaking of Santa Claus, so Santa Claus is an anonymous donor who has supported me in this from day one, and tremendous support financially. We don't even mention his name. He wants to remain anonymous, as I said, which kudos to him. He and his wife, Mrs. Claus, have been more than generous, incredible, and glad to hear he's nice and healthy, and wonderful. Who else, Jake? Did you miss anybody?
I haven't seen Jeff on here.
Who, Jeff's not on?
I haven't seen
No,
him.
Jeff's on. Told me he was going to be on. How many prizes are we giving away, Frick?
I lost count. I don't know with the two big donations and then the big donation you mentioned before we started.
Well,
Gotta be around 30.
What else are we going to tell them? Well, let's come over here and show them the prizes. Oh, whoa. Let's do our moose thing. So, if I can have your attention, our honored sponsor / guest / all-round incredible hockey player
/
scored a couple.
oldest
How many goals did you
guy.
get yesterday?
You lost count.
He lost only because he can't count. He got at least 3. I'm pretty sure I counted 3 or more.
You counted my misses, I think.
Counting misses. So, speaking of misses, Moose is, he's older than 73 and he's younger than 75, so I don't want to say his age. But this guy is my hero, still playing hockey with teenage kids. This is an example of what you can be like at that age if you're willing to keep yourself active and fit. And Moose has had his fair share of health-related issues, but wow, talk about a bounce back. So he has some, yeah, Moose. Moose. What do you have?
We got some nice sweaters for our veterans. I'll just call your name. Tim Pierce.
This is the dead cat sweater that's known around the world as the warmest garment you'll ever wear.
There you go, Tim. Thank you. Thank you for your service. There you go.
Thank you.
Go ahead and pronounce that one.
David Giamperuzzi. You're on.
David, pronounce your last name for us. See how close it was.
Giamperuzzi.
I was close.
You were.
Yeah.
You were. I'm impressed that you're even brave enough to try it.
He came up here. Thanks for your service. 74.
74.
Yes. I'm closer to the station than you think.
Thank you.
Michael Lehman.
Here.
Lehman, yeah.
Big Mike.
Big Mike. Thank you very much, Mike.
Appreciate it.
And there you go.
I will probably be wearing this because Canada is cold compared to Florida, so this will be great. I did forget to give apparently my wife hit me up. I forgot to give my daughter a shout out when I gave the family, so I want to give a shout out to my daughter, Elle.
She's 18, how many months?
18 months old,
18 months.
And we have a little man on the way, so I want to give them both a shout out. It is amazing how kids will change your life and how special they are. So I wanted to give a quick shout out for them.
Awesome.
Ryan Groves.
Ryan? He's just itching to jump into that.
There you go, Ryan.
Thank
Again,
you, sir.
thank you very much for your service.
Yes.
And I hope you enjoy that.
Yes, thank you.
We have one of our combat wounded vets, affectionately known as Doc, who had to go back to the hotel tonight because of a bad migraine. He's been working right there, so big shout out to Doc. Hope you're feeling better. Doc is Vietnam.
Is there a name stuck to that one?
Greg, Doc's Vietnam.
No, he's Meyer.
On
Yeah?
the back. Yeah,
Just
the bottom.
looks-
Yeah.
Who's that? Is that Doc's?
He retired in 2000.
Oh, Michael Jordan Pienzak. How bad did I crucify
Say it
your
again?
name?
Say it again?
Pienzak?
Close enough. Pionzik.
Pienzak.
Or Pionzik.
Pienzak.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is my Canadian accent.
There you go.
Okay,
There you go.
can we
Hey,
tell
thank you. Thank you very
can we
much.
tell the
Thank you.
interesting connection between Jordan and David?
We'll just say I used to work for the Spurs as well whenever he was playing. So
What did you do? Oh, that's part you didn't want to say.
It's kind of a secret. It's
classified.
It's classified.
We'd have to,
We'll leave it
Also,
at that.
I just want to say hi to my mom. She's recovering from surgery, so I didn't know she'd be on tonight. So I just wanted to say hi. I love you, and hope you feel better.
and Christopher
That's Doc. He's not-
Sherman.
He's not here.
He's not
That's
here.
the Doc.
Okay.
I'll take that over to his bench.
All right. Last but not least, John, our Canadian. Yeah. There you go for those Cape Breton.
The one guy that'll need it is 11 months in a year.
Thanks, Mooks.
You're welcome.
I'll be wearing that soon.
Out shoveling the snow.
Yeah.
It gets cool up in the base.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you, Moose.
Thanks for the
That's wonderful. All right, we got draws to do. Let's go over and show them the prizes. So I want to show you this one. This is, and Mike gave me this flag, which I will put with my collection proudly. If you notice, this is a plaque that Kevin did up for me. This is our mission statement for the Purple Heart Project. RobCosman's Purple Heart Project mission is to introduce physically or mentally combat wounded vet warriors still suffering from the negative effects of combat to the peace and joy that can be found through the therapy of traditional hand tool woodworking. So I've got Kevin to do several of those. We've got one, our mission statement for our business on the other side. We have, come in here because we got to show them. This is our belief statement in terms of our ability to achieve in life. Success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. And my worthy ideal is what you just read on the other one. So Kevin will do several things for you. He did this one for me. This one is on slate. So this is a Canadian flag. And I can never keep in my head the name of this Canadian ship, but it's a famous one. He'll do any flag of any country with anything that is noteworthy to go on along with it, or dates that should be carved in stone for you. Jeff is the maker of the shave bowl and brush. This one's made out of yew. And this is badger hair right off of the bum of the badger. And it is my most relaxing time of the week is when my son Bo lays me out on the table and gives me the hot towel treatment and the shave. I fall asleep. He also makes kiss sticks, Irish kiss sticks. Bob Abbott does these tumbling block cutting boards. That's heavy. Only reason I can hold it out there like that is because I'm strong. Right, Bentley? That one makes me dizzy when I look at it. Really cool. And so part of our business group is Kim O'Connor, and Kim makes, she custom designs and makes really high-end handbags, and she's designing one for us that is a Patriot themed. It's got the American flag colors all over it. Really cool. So we're going to give you an option on that. If you want your prize to go to your wife. I don't have a picture for it. It's in construction. And Danny Bell, did Danny respond and tell us anything that he has ready? We might give a gift certificate, I think. So how are we doing this? Frick, you got numbers for me?
No.
You don't?
Well,
so I know we had, so here's, I'll tally the donations. We had 2,000 on our Friday broadcast. We had 2,000 come in the other day from a donor. We have 10,000 coming in from another donor, and David is matching 10,000. Do the math on there. That's 24? Yes, 24,000. Where are we tonight, Frick?
I don't have access to that.
You don't? Who does?
Jake?
I can't do all of this.
I know. I don't know if Gina's...
We don't know? We'll guess and say 24. All right. Well, this will all be recorded, so we have it on track. Okay, let's come in here and do it. Oh, plus. Come. So we have 3 dead cat sweaters to give away tonight. How many of these pictures do we have? So David Robinson signed. How many of these, Frick?
It doesn't matter. He'll tell them.
Oh, he'll tell them. So David signed these personally. David Robinson of the Spurs. We're going to be here all night giving stuff away. Okay, do we need to go over there so we can hear? Yeah. Sorry, we got to go back over this side so we can hear. Thank you, gentlemen, for participating tonight. Oh, we should go over and say a big applause to David. Hey, can we have a resounding round of applause for those who donated tonight? We're at about $24,000. for the hats. Wonderful hats. All right, Frick, let's start.
All right,
Can
here
you,
we
keep,
go.
can you keep track of all this? I was going to stand over there by him.
It's recorded.
Okay, so let's start with the 3 dead cats.
All right, here we go. First dead cat is Paul Gojol Adelaide in South Australia.
Hey, Paul, in South Australia.
We got to whip through these.
I'm going.
Next dead cat.
Next dead cat is going to Skip Martin in California.
Skip in California, congratulations. Chris, would you close that door for me just so we can make it a little bit quieter, please, and thank you.
Next one is going to Jason R. Brown in California as well.
Hey, Jason in California, that's our 3 dead cats. Congratulations, boys.
In 3 places you probably won't need one, but...
Yeah, but no, South Australia gets cold.
Does it?
Yeah, South Australia, right? That's down towards the South Pole.
All right, what's the next prize?
How many David's pictures do we have?
Let's do 5 just to be safe.
Okay, so five David Robinson signed photographs.
First one's going to Scott Countryman in South Carolina.
Hey, Scott, congratulations.
Next one is going to... he already won. Can you win twice?
Let's spread it out.
Yeah. We didn't have that many apply. Brian Graham in Missouri.
Hey, Brian, congratulations.
Danny
It's trying to reconnect. Okay, reconnection successful, it says.
Okay, so we're on number 3 for the posters. Four.
Yep. David Dixon in Surrey, United Kingdom.
Hey, David in Surrey.
Let me just make sure we're back here. Okay, yep. Next is, this is the last picture.
Yep.
It's going to Gary Foster Burford in Ontario, Canada.
Hey, Gary, congratulations.
Okay, what's next?
Now we have 24 big prizes. So we'll start with, we'll go Kevin first. This is for your choice of a granite or granite or slate plaque.
Okay, first one's going to William Schaefer in Michigan.
Hey, William, congratulations. Second one we're going to do is a Bob Abbott cutting board.
Next one is going to Paul Riggs in Ohio.
Hey, Paul, congratulations. Next one is a Jeff O'Connor shave bowl.
Anthony Steventon in Bridgewater, Nova Scotia.
Wow, close by, Anthony. You'll love it. Next one is a gift certificate for Danny Bell. I can't tell you what it is yet.
Jim Whitehouse in Guelph, Ontario.
Jim, congratulations. The next is going to be a handbag from Kim O'Connor. Now, this will be, we'll do the mail. Well, we'll have to give him an option. I don't know. We're going to get a handbag right now.
Kirk Vincent in Denver, Colorado.
Hey, Kirk.
Near Denver, Colorado.
Okay, number 6 brings us back around to Kevin Burris. A plaque.
Melvin Jung.
It's better than a plaque. This is a statement.
Melvin Jung Trinity in Florida.
Permanent statement. What?
Melvin in Florida.
Melvin in Florida.
Yep.
Okay, next is a Bob Abbott tumbling blocks cutting board.
Jim Angelo in Pennsylvania.
Hey, Jim, congratulations. Next is a Jeff O'Connor shave bowl and set.
Wendell Sullivan in Tennessee.
Wendell, congratulations. Next is a Danny Bell gift certificate.
Michael Delvoye in Wisconsin.
Michael, congratulations. Next is a Kim O'Connor handbag. This is really nice, by the way. This is not, wait till you see it.
Neil Garfino in Delaware.
Neil, congratulations. We're back around to Kevin Burris.
It's number 11.
It's number 11.
Bill Rosenthal in, what's WI, Wisconsin?
Wisconsin. Congratulations. Then we're off to Bob Abbott, tumbling block cutting board. Really cool cutting board. You'll love it.
Todd Hochstrasser in Maryland.
Hey, Todd. Congratulations. Jeff O'Connor, shave bowl and brush. And soap.
Stephen Sung in Australia.
Stephen in Australia. Wow. Congratulations. And Danny Bell gift certificate.
Paul Ringus in South Carolina.
Paul, congratulations. Kim O'Connor. What do we call it?
Custom handbag.
It's just a Kim O'Connor handbag.
Michael Dodo in Texas.
Michael, congratulations. We're back to Kevin Burris.
15. Barbara Clovis in New Mexico.
Hey, Barbara, congratulations. Jeff O'Connor, shave, bowl, and set.
Larry Lara in Virginia, Fredericksburg.
Larry, Fredericksburg. Congratulations. That's just up the street, according to Super Dave.
Sean, what's next?
Next is a Danny Bell gift certificate.
Sean Hockersmith in Sarnia, Ontario.
Hey, Sean, congratulations. Next is a Kim O'Connor handbag.
That's going to Lisa Scott in Amherstburg, Ontario.
Congratulations, lots of Canadians. We're back to Kevin Burris, wall-mounted plaque.
Al Richardson in New Carlisle, Ohio.
Al, congratulations. Was that 20?
That was 20, yes.
20, so we have 4 more. Next is a Bob Abbott, Bob Abbott tumbling block.
Vidar Sorvik in Norway.
Wow, way over in Norway. Then we're off to Kevin Burris. No, sorry, we got to Kevin. Jeff O'Connor, shave, bowl, and set.
William Schaefer in Michigan.
Congratulations. Danny Bell.
Did he already win?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, William already won, so it's going to Wendell Sullivan in Tennessee.
Wendell, Tennessee. Congratulations. And this is the last one. This is a Kim O'Connor.
No, you.
Oh, no. What?
You have a Danny Bell. No, Kim O'Connor, then a Danny Bell, and then we're done.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
We have Kim and then Danny.
That was 2?
Danny or Kim.
Okay.
2 left, yeah.
Get them both. So do Danny. Danny Bell gift certificate.
Cyril
I promise
Lynch.
you'll love it. I know Danny's work.
Cyril Lynch in United Kingdom.
Cyril over in the UK. Congratulations. And round it up with the Kim O'Connor special handbag.
And is it going to David Vanderreet in Florida?
Hey, David in Florida. Somebody in your family's going to love you. That it?
That is it.
Well, that was a big night. Tell your friends, we need more people to join us. We give away lots of wonderful prizes, and it's for a fantastic cause, supporting the Purple Heart Project. We are back on when, Frick?
We can do 2 weeks from this Saturday.
2 weeks from Saturday.
Yep.
Right on. Big thank you to our donors tonight. That was awesome. Fantastic. So you guys have a really happy weekend. We'll see you in 2 weeks. And we have 1 class left. It's in the middle of October. So, ciao. Thank you for the hat.